Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing a knotted hairstyle, and I've started just by making a center part on the top of her head, and then I'm going to grab a strand of hair on either side of that part. And you don't need very much hair here. I'm taking pretty thin strands. And then I'm going to tie these into a knot the same way I would if I was tying a shoe. But before I do that, I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of water so that we don't have flyaways. Okay, so to make this knot, I'm going to cross one strand over the other, and then I'm pulling this one up through the middle, and I'm going to pull that kind of tight against her head, and then I'm going to take this strand that's on the right and cross it over the strand on the left so that it forms a little knot like that, and then I'm just going to tie that off with a clear rubber band. Okay, so we've made that first knot. Now I'm just going to make a couple more the exact same way. So I'm grabbing another thin strand on each side of her head, bringing them to the middle, and then I am going to spray these down with a little bit of water before we tie the knot. So I'm tying this the same way again. I'm crossing one strand over the other, bringing that up through the middle and pulling it tight. And then again, I'm going to take this strand on the right, flip it over the strand on the left, and place another little rubber band there. So of course, depending on the length of your hair, you could keep going or you could stop right there. I'm going to do at least one more on her, and then we'll see where we're at. So one thing to keep in mind while you're making these knots is that you want to do them the same way every time. And what I mean by that is that I have been bringing this strand on the right underneath this strand on the left, and then I'm using this strand that is on the left to bring up through the middle. And whichever way you make your knot, just make sure you do it the same way every time so that they end up looking the same. And then I'm taking the strand on the right and flipping it over the strand on the left. And you can definitely do it the opposite way. You probably just want to do it the same way each time. Okay, so that's what it looks like with a couple more knots. You can just do whatever works best for the length of hair you have.